I first have to start by saying you look absolutely timeless.
Thank you.
Very classy. Very stunning. Perfect for a red carpet. And I feel like it's very befitting for your personality, as I can see off the screen and on the screen. Talk to me about your journey working on this project.
You know, I felt the moment that I got the job, like I knew I was going to be in good hands, and also felt immediately overwhelmed and frightened because every single person in this cast is either Emmy nominated or Emmy winning. So it's like, wow, I'm in really great company, and
But
also got big shoes to fill.
But you were coming from The Day of the Jackal, another huge television series.
I came from a show that was very well loved, but at the same time, it's like you're working with Dan Fogelman. I mean, this guy is just like next level. So I was excited to get the job and also just immediately intimidated. But luckily, when I started the show, our cast is so lovely. They're so warm. I spent a lot of time with Sterling, who has like become like a brother to me. And then along the way, I found my sea legs, and now I feel great.
So I have to ask, if you had the opportunity to switch roles with any of your fellow cast members, who would you switch roles with and why?
You know, I would love to play Sinatra's role. I mean, I would love to play a bad guy. Yeah, and just watching her take people out left and right. I mean, I think Julianne just does an amazing job of that. You know, of course, it'd be fun to be Sterling's part and just get a chance to sort of shepherd the story through the way that he does.
Of course.
I'd love to play James Marsden's role and be the president of the United States. I mean, every single role that we have is really smartly written and very complex. So there are no bad roles in the bunch.
Yes. So I know that season 2 is underway, and Dan's goal is to lock in on 3 seasons.
That's right.
How are you feeling about that? And you know, when we embark upon season 2, like, is there anything you can share about the way in which your character will evolve?
I love that Dan has capped the show at 8 episodes in 3 seasons. I think there's something really beautiful about having a story be held with some constraints, where it doesn't just go on for years and years and years and start to peter out, but it's something that's strong and beautiful and remains succinct in what it is. So I'm excited about that, and knowing that we're going to get to an end and our story's going to have a beginning, a middle, and an end. As far as season 2 is concerned, I mean, I know a little bit, which is that, you know, Sterling's headed up to the Earth's surface to go and look for Terry. And we see that we've left Robinson behind to look after his children. We can also see that Jeremy, the president's son, is starting something what looks like a revolution and starting to tell the truth. So we've got all these big concentric circles of energy, everyone playing very different stories, all pulled together in one world. So it's going to be fun.
And I think, speaking of this world, especially this selective, somewhat underground world, do you feel like we're living in the times where we will see this become our reality at some point, if we just kind of tap off the screen?
I mean, I think, if I'm honest, like, do I think that the billionaires have a bunker right now? I do.
Of course.
I do.
Yes.
I mean, I think that there has to be a discrepancy between the haves and the have-nots in the future in the same way that there is right now. So right now, presently, we're watching that there are people who have so much, who have so much access, who have so much money, and people every day who don't have money to put a roof over their heads. So the idea that that would be any different in the future, or any different in a major climate crisis, is naive. It's also heartbreaking because, you know, do I think I'd be one of the few surviving or chosen, the 25,000? Probably not.
That's deep. That's deep. Before I let you go, what is your favorite scene, episode, or line throughout series 1, season 1? I would have to say my favorite line of yours so far was, I believe, episode 3. What the fuck are you wearing? At the carnival.
What the fuck are you wearing?
So what would yours be?
I mean, I think my favorite line is probably episode 7, when I shoot that guy in the head and then shove Xavier against the helicopter and say, do your fucking job, agent. You know, we're reminded in that moment, like, yes, of course, it's horrible what Robinson just did, but ultimately, like, somebody has to keep this train on the track.
This is true.
And all these men are falling apart, and, you know, Xavier's scared about his wife, and Cal is coming apart. And at the end of the day, like, somebody needs to keep this thing so we can see this all through. And I think that, in my opinion, Robinson's a hero in that moment.
Okay, I'm gonna let you get off this red carpet. What is one secret of yours that I would be the first person to know before this interview airs?
A secret. Oh, I sleep naked. Is that a secret?
Krys, it's the girls' norm.
We listen and we go.
It's the girls' norm. Thank you so much.